Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I have just had lunch, which consisted of some celebrations. Congratulations, la 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 la, and let the world know that you're happy with me. Anyway, and I had some, which consisted of just spaghetti because I was like very. Didn't really fancy anything, but I knew that I had to eat something. And I put some salt on it to try and kill this mouth ulcer. Because obviously they say if you put salt on it, it can make it go away or something. So, yes, hopefully that is the end of that ulcer, which would be quite nice. And then I had some celebrations, chocky wocky doodahs and all that. So yeah, and I have been watching some YouTube, getting that done, and then I did a bit of, while the spaghetti was cooking, I was doing some hoovering, got quite a lot done. Give my windows a spring clean with Mr. Muscle Window Cleaner. I do that like every month, just give them a wipe over. I do like things nice and clean. The amount of chemicals I've got under my sink. I've got every chemical you could possibly think of. So, what's that yellow stuff? Elbow grease, I've got that. I've got, Silly Bang, and the dirt is gone. Silly Bang do an... That word always cracks me up, but Silly Bang do a... They do a lovely, thingamajig, mould remover, in case like anyone's got mould and that. They do a mould remover. I saw a family on the news last night. Apparently the hospital has asked them to relocate the family because it's so mouldy in their house. I don't know whether it's a landlord issue or what, but they don't seem to really care about people in the house who's having to put up with that. I had a similar issue like that, and all they did was come round with some special formula and wipe it off the windows. And still to this day, we're still waiting for new windows to be put in, because apparently they're upgrading all the windows. Because our windows are very old, they're still brown ones, and nowadays everything's white. But they're supposed to be upgrading the windows, and they haven't. Apparently it was supposed to be done in 2021. Every time I ask, it's still on the spectrum. And I said, look, these need renewing, okay? I've got cold air coming through because the seals have gone in them. You know, you need to sort this out. Oh no, we'll just try and repair it. You know, we're still on the spectrum of waiting for the project or something. So I was like, yeah, whatever, you know, so bit of a pain in the arse really, but there you go. It's the problem with this landlord, you have to keep on and on and on. But anyway, I have decided that I'm going to be watching Noel. You know, the one that goes, the first Noel, the angel did tell, la 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 la. La 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 la. On the today I'm recording on the 14th of December. I am going to collect Kay's gift, so which I know has got multi-places in there, but she did say that there's another prize in there or something. So very interested and intrigued as to what that is, but we will find out hopefully tomorrow. So very much looking forward to that. And, yeah, so can't wait to see that, because I want to unbox it on the camera, but I'll probably be busy tomorrow doing, some other things. I've wrapped most of the presents up, but I need to put them in this, like, gift box thing. So, yeah, because on Card Factory, they've got these stackable boxes, and I got one for my sister. She's crazy about the elf. So I picked the elf one. Something different last year with me. We put the presents under the tree, but I like to segregate them into bags for each family member because I don't know I like to just add a personal touch to it, you know, it gives it a little bit more of a personal touch for it. So yeah, then when I was tidying up, so I'll probably be doing that. But I have got, for anyone watching on the craft channel, I have got this foil stuff for these. These are supposed to be Christmas gifts, but I'm waiting for some shredded foil to go in this bag. There's a reason for it, so that's on hold for the minute. It'll probably happen after Christmas now, but you'll still get them, don't worry about that. But yeah, while I was clearing up, I found another painting that I did on a finish. So what I'll do is I'll do another video of my finish completions. I want to get like about 5 or as many as I can find. I'm going to start doing completion videos. So yeah, which will be quite nice. So yabba-dabba-doo. Flintstones, meet the Flintstones, yabba-dabba-doo-da-day. If you noticed, every time I say Flintstones, I sing that song. Flintstones, meet the Flintstones, yabba-dabba-doo-da, yabba-dabba-doo-da, yabba-dabba-doo-da-day. I've always been born to sing, you know. I do love me singing. I sing in the shower, I sing while I'm hoovering up. You can't not do housework without listening to music. I'm sorry, but I have to listen to music when I do housework. Otherwise, it just makes it go really like long and you just don't want to do it. I'm the type of person that I say I do something and then I'm like, yeah, that can wait. But today, guys, I have got to find these drills. They fell down the back of my desk and I'm on the hunt to do this. The plan of action is once we've finished this, we're going to be doing some of these, hopefully just to tie over and end the Christmas season. But I can assure you that we have some really exciting ones coming up in January. I'm losing my drills. Where's my bloody drill? I've lost the bloody drill. It's right there. Oh, heck. I was looking for it and it's right there. But we have some exciting paintings coming up. January is quite special for me with paintings because I absolutely love Wild at Heart. This is the programme Wild at Heart. It was a document, sort of like a drama set in Africa about a game reserve called Mara and also Leopard's Den. But unfortunately in 2008 they axed it because something to do with it was costing too much. But yeah, I mean, it's the same way as Neighbours. They've gone the same way as well. But I did see, I don't know whether it's true or not, but apparently it's been revived on Netflix or something. Or was it ITV Hub? But yeah, January is quite special for me in the fact that there's a lion in there called Hobie. And although the painting that I'm going to do is not the same colour as Hobie, I just think I want to do that. And it's quite nice because I did that last January, but I'm going to start it all over again before it migrated. So yeah, and then I've been looking at my washi tapes because obviously if I can try and squeeze in or even start, if we finish this early, we can start a new one and then carry it on from next year. But I've been looking at my washi tapes today to see what one I want to do. We've got various ones. Let me just pick them up. We've got, oh, come on, man. We've got all sorts of different ones that I want to do. I got them in a massive box from the works. They were £5 each. Sorry, £5 each. God blimey, that'd be a rip-off, wouldn't it? No, I got them in a massive box from, I think there's like 24 different colours with the works. So I thought that was really lovely. So I got some of that. And yeah, I'm deciding what to do. But I have found an off-camera project. I've also got to decide what painting I'm going to do next year. I'll probably announce that near at the end of December. But what I'm happy about is I've really had a blast with this painting. It's been fun. It's been really lovely to work on. And I really do urge anyone that is watching this video or even sees this picture of this wonderful diamond painting, I would suggest and I highly recommend you buy it. It is such a lovely painting to work on, and it's one that my family members are very passionate about, especially my dad. He, I absolutely loves this advert, and for years it's a very famous picture because for years it's always been part of the TV advert and stuff like that. But I'm looking forward to 2023. I'm looking forward to all the exciting new builds that we're going to have. Hopefully RoboCop, which we know that Fan Home are looking at because they've had a lot of requests over the summer for it. And it just has to come out. I mean, I would absolutely do a rain dance if because you know people in Africa, when there's no rain, they do a rain dance when it rains. I would do the same if Short Circuit came out. If there's one build that I would like to do, it would have to be Short Circuit. And then today on my other channel, I was being busy removing some of the videos because I no longer shop with the Westminster collection. We had a discussion and it wasn't working out. They basically sold my Peter Rabbit coin without, even though reserving it for me. And I have parted ways with them now. So what I've done is I've removed the dinosaur collection and the DC collection from my channel because it's just not something I'm looking to continue. They did give me an offer, but I get offers all the time from like people that want to collaborate. It's very similar, but this wasn't a collaboration. It was an offer that I didn't think I was comfortable with. And yeah, I called it a day. So in order to settle the debt, what they've said is I can send them back and have a refund. But I'm not entirely sure how that's going to work if there's a debt on the account. They've told me that they're going to issue a refund to my bank, but apparently they can issue a refund and then wipe the debt off. So if I send the coins back, I sent the coins back because I'm not going to send them all at once. That's to protect me so that I get some money back first. And I sent them back probably a week ago and they've still not processed it. I check the account every day, but yeah, still nothing as per usual because they're so slow. I mean, companies at the moment, let's be honest, they're just basically blaming raw mail all the time. And there comes a point where, you can't keep blaming raw mail. How do we know that you've not got, for all we know, you could have mail sitting in your office and you've not even processed it yet. Do you see what I mean? So, yeah. Oh my God. I was literally putting my... Look at this. I was literally putting my drill on the shelf. Could you imagine if I knocked it and it all fell in my tea? There's just drills everywhere. Oh man, could you imagine that? OMG. Kay would have a really bad panic attack over that. And it'd be like, oh, what's in my tea? I see something floating in the bones. But yeah, but after this, the priority next is last night when I was filming, I totally forgot to film the, let me just check something here. Okay. I totally forgot to film, sorry, I wasn't sure if that was the colour or not, but I totally forgot to film the military watches and we ran out of time and I was like, I'm not filming this in the dark. There's something wrong with my bedroom light bulb because it's a smart bulb, so I control the brightness with my phone, but it's not going any brighter, so I think the bulb is on its way out. So I'm going to have to... And also it keeps disconnecting from the Wi-Fi because it runs over Wi-Fi. And for some apparent reason, it keeps saying that it's not connected to the Wi-Fi when it is. And it sort of flickers and turns itself off. The bulb will actually try to turn... It basically turns itself off. How, I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to have to speak to Ajax about that and get a new one. Ajax is like an electronic company. I used to love, that shop called Maplins, or Maplins, was it? In Chelmsford, but I don't think it's there anymore. It used to be opposite Argos. No, Argos used to be there along the river, and then it was round the back of Argos. But yeah, I really, really loved that shop. You could buy anything you needed, like leads, microphones, anything you wanted, really. So, yeah, it was quite good. It must be really interesting for you guys, because obviously if there's anyone watching from my other sister channels, you must like get 4 notifications at the same time, so it's like a triple whammy of videos to get through, so that's quite nice. But yeah, I'm still a bit panicked, because obviously I know that I'm going to Whittam tomorrow, so I'm nervous that I'm not going to get this done in time, but I am more confident than not that we can get this tackled, the rest of it, maybe not in one day, but I think we're going to make it. We've got until the 23rd, because 23rd, as I said, across all my channels, I don't do any filming, and then I come back in the new year, probably about 4th of January, and we'll probably kick it off with Eddie Stobart 64. Unfortunately, I've had to push that back. Now, the Whip and Chat has had to be cancelled this week, because obviously I'm now going to Whittam, and I'll be over there for a few days. So, yeah, it will just be cancelled this week, and we'll pick it up when we can, but it may be in the new year that we pick up the Whip and Chat with Hobie the Lion. But yeah, I don't like cancelling it, because I love to interact with you all on the live chats, but it is what it is. You know, I can't be in 2 places at the same time. There's not enough room in my bag to take my tripod over, so I'll just order another one. So yeah. There we go. Sorry. I don't know where that came from. See, red is always greener when somebody else is rain. I've seen one of my friends do the she's done a mermaid. I think it was it you, Tessa? Diamond paintings with TM. Was it a craft buddy you did as a mermaid? Someone did a mermaid. I think it was you. But I think that would be quite nice to do. I've never done a mermaid. And as I said, I do so many animal paintings. I would like to do more figures, which would be quite nice to do. So, yeah. But as I said, you know, you've just got to keep plodding along. But obviously, after I've done my filming for the military watches, I work on this right up till midnight. So that's where I gain a bit of extra time. So just have to keep going and going and going. I mean, last time we got right up to here, didn't we? So just have to keep going and going and going, because we are near the edge now. And it's been really, really nice to... as I said, I've thoroughly enjoyed working on this. It's been a real joy, a real joy to work on this. Thoroughly enjoyed it. For me, I think it's because it's obviously Christmassy as well. Yeah, really can't wait. But I'll have to upload Gems Flow as well, because with the next painting, I can't remember doing it for this one, but I can always go back on my video and check when the first video went up and do it that way. But with Gems Flow, you can actually put down the start and finish date of when you've done a painting. So I was allocating some more today. I've got about a few more to do on the wall, and then I've got to do all the ones that's sitting under this desk. So that should be fun. But yeah. But for me, it's the problem. I think what happened yesterday as well is because obviously I was waiting for the video to go up on obviously YouTube and OneDrive, because I always make a backup copy in case like I need to edit it for any reason, or there's like a sound issue, or perhaps the file goes up and it gets corrupted somehow. But I can't remember, my mind's gone blank. Oh man. Yeah, there we go. So I think what the problem was last night is that we basically waited too long for the video to upload, which of course then made the time run out to film it. So straight after this, if there's enough room, I'm just going to film it, and then I know that pressure's done, and yeah, I don't have to panic. So pretty good. Okay. Baby, mind the don't you cry. Can you feel the love tonight? I love that singer. You know, Jonathan Antoine. Oh, that's the point. I need to check if my friend is a bus driver. Something Antoine. Is it Bus with Antoine? Double-decker Bus with Antoine, I think it is. Check him out. Great guy. He always does videos on double-decker buses. I need to check if he's uploaded because I haven't seen a video from him lately. So some of my channels that I watch, they've gone so quiet. Like, one of my friends in Australia has gone very quiet. Another one in America has gone very quiet. I think they're taking a break, but they've not actually told us that they're taking a break, if you get me. So, yeah. So that's interesting. But watching Narnia the other day, oh, it was so magical. Like, you felt really cozy. I was in my Snuggie, which I bought this tiger blanket off Amazon because one day I went to my relatives and there was this tiger blanket and I was like, oh, OMG, where did you get that? Because I really liked it and it was on Amazon for 11 quid. So I bought it and, oh man, it's so soft, so beautiful. Sometimes I use it on the wall as like a decoration because it's so lovely. But it's just nice to sit on the sofa and then snuggle up in a blanket and watch it. But it was so magical, you know, it was snowing. It was all lovely snowing scenes and, oh, it's just a magical film. And obviously I haven't watched it for years, but my dad was always like, when it's snowing, put Narnia on. And we never did. I never got round to doing it when it used to snow. But I was like, do you know what? I'm going to try it. And it was lovely. Really, really magical. You felt like you was there. And there's nothing better than turning all the lights off, Christmas tree on, snuggled up in your blanket with a nice hot cocoa and watching a movie with some popcorn and some celebrations. Yeah, or a mince pie for that matter. It's lovely. Really, really lovely. So, yeah, it's really cool. Oh, where is it? So much. This is the amount of jewels I've got everywhere. They are absolutely, it's cram-packed. That is, I mean, these ones here are Cody's, but yeah, it's really quite manic. And this is why I'm trying to get this painting done, because the quicker I can get this done, the quicker we can free up the room. I find it, because obviously I don't pick it up and then put it in the shelf. That drives me insane. So I get them all out, then I know what I'm working with, and then when I've packed up for the night, they all go back in the rack. But what do you think of that, Kay? But yeah, I'm looking forward to... I know I've got ink. I've got some ink. I know I've got... Because I always send it to my relatives because I never know if I'm going to be in. And obviously now I'm with my new job, I'm always working in that. So obviously I need somewhere to store them because otherwise my postman will leave them out. And I don't like that. So, yeah. I mean, my neighbours are pretty good. But... I just don't like them leaving it out. So, yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over there tomorrow. I know I've got ink. I'll probably film the Christmas message. That sounds a bit like the King's message. But that's going to be good. It's going to be the King's message this year. So that'd be interesting. But there was talk about he was supposed to be stepping down or something. There's been speculation that he might step down because he's worn out. Because he has to do, like, all engagements and that. So, basically, it's interesting because you would think that the king is the head of the country and he deals with like all the government stuff, but it's not. It turns out that the government is the head of everything, even over the king. So they just basically every week they have like a meeting thing. But yeah, but I'm looking forward to that. And then obviously I want to see what my card factory order's like. I think I've got my doll's house over there because I've got a lovely chap helping me with that. And then I believe I've got my Robin diamond painting. Dakota's keyring. And then Dakota's a family member, by the way. Because I don't really talk about him very much. But yeah, Dakota's keyring. Then I think they said there's another package arrived. But I had a look at the tracking again and the Moomins, and I said, I said, what type of box is it? She said, it's a thin box. I said, well, does it have Fan Home on it, or does it have the Agostini? Because the Agostini is green, and then Fan Home's a purple label, and I think she said that it's the Fan Home. So that must mean maybe the Moomins have arrived, but they've not scanned it to say it's been delivered. So yeah. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it's Moomin. Wouldn't it be nice if we came back in the new year and we've got the Moomins to start? But that's if the parcels come. That would be great to kick off the new year. But yeah, I think obviously next year for anyone doing the Eddie Stobart, it's quite a good year because we're going to be near enough finished with the Eddie Stobart. But we've also got the Tumblr coming out now, which is, I've been eagerly waiting for that. Quite like the look of that, and I'm so glad it's passed its trial. It is a shame about the Hogwarts Express, but we don't know. Could we get news about the Lancaster Bomber? If that goes live, I'm so doing that because I had a terrible time with the Spitfire. I've lost bits and pieces, and I'm trying to get it all sorted out. But then at the back of my mind, I'm thinking, are we going to have problems with the lifts again? Because with the Spitfire, for, as you know, many builders, we have problems with the lifts and that. But, you know, companies do learn from that. So partwork companies do learn from the mistakes. Like with the DeLorean, for example, that was a poorly built build. But then they bring out the Ecto and they made it 10 times better. So maybe the Lancaster Bomber has more to show, but it looked really lovely. Even the display base looks like it's got some gravel effect to it. So I really like the look of that. But yeah, and then obviously maybe Robocop, but Agora, gee whiz, they've gone full steam ahead, didn't they? I think I think that publisher has been the most for. I'm trying to word this, but I'm getting it all mixed up. That publisher's been the most one that has launched the most amount of models this year, I think. So, yeah. As I said, things like the Lamborghini that I'm doing, I've paused for the minute. This will not make any sense to anyone from diamond painting, but I feel like I'm doing an update video on the other channel, but I have to cater for anyone that watches my other channel on this channel, if you get me. So, but yeah, things like that are paused. I want to just focus on Eddie Stobart at the moment, get that sorted, and then, yeah. So, I could have sworn that was a K, it weren't. Sorry, yeah, and it was K. The annoying part is obviously having to move all this off to film the other videos, but it is what it is. So, yeah. La, 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 la. Da, da, da. Sorry, I was just taking my paintbrush out of the water. I've left it in the water to soak to get the stuff off it, but when you paint, if there's too much water in the brush, it's going to show, because it'll go on, if you try and paint it on, it'll go on wishy-washy. So yeah. So I think this is where it will slow down a bit because we've got various different colours going on here, but it's, you know, the sooner we get this done, the quicker we get this done, and, you know, Can't you see that I'm not afraid? Coca. No one says good to piano. He shall be rocking in my show. And 54 is qualify more. And what is the answer, Martha? No, 9. No, it's 8. No, it's 9. It's 9. And it's a magic number. Oh man, you can't beat the School of Rock. It's the School of Rock. Peter Pan's quite a magical film. You know, the one where he goes, I do believe in fairies. I do. Dun dun da da dun da da dun da da dun da dun da dun da 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 do 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 do. Might watch that, but that's not really a Christmas film. I'm running out. Like, I need to know what it is. Every year I try and watch a Christmas film, like every day of the week. For the whole week, you know. But we need to get out of Christmas now, you know. I don't mean that in a nasty way. I mean, I love Christmas, but I want to be in 2023 now. We've had a crap year with all this cost of living stuff and strikes, and we're probably going to have it next year as well, but hey-ho. We are the UK, and we will get through this, like we always do, as my good friend Peter on TikTok says. Well, he ain't my friend. He's quite miserable, really. All he does is moan. But there we go. And as I said, I think that's where people perceive me wrong because, whoops, Klondike. When I like talk about stuff, I know to you guys it sounds like I'm moaning all the time. It isn't, and I need to clarify that. Okay, I say things how I see it. So, as I said, if I think there's an ugly duck, I'm going to call it the ugly duck. If I think it looks ugly, I'm going to go, right, that bird's ugly. Don't like that. You know, I say it how it is. It's how I've always been, really. And I think that's the bit where people are getting, you know, the wrong end of the stick, as they say. Feed the birds. Oh, yes! I've just realised, right, in the last video I was talking about something. So, here we go. 19th, Monday, Home Alone. Tuesday being Elf. Wednesday, Nativity 1. Thursday, Nativity 2. Friday, Nativity 3. With Polar Express on the Saturday. And then Christmas Day, Jack Frost. That was the missing film. But then I need to watch Home Alone 2, probably Boxing Day. So, brilliant. Fantastic. Feed the birds, sparkle and shine, planets gather around. Hey dude, where's my donkey? Hey dude, where has he gone? La 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 to ride on. We're going oh, light up. You should let Pickle watch that, Kay, because it's basically like nativities. He gets school children in it, but the songs are brilliant, you know, like Sparkle and Shine, things are really cool in Nazareth, our city is full of joy, and this is where girl meets boy. Or Danger in the Manger is quite a good one. The one that goes, this is our last Christmas together. We're gonna make it last forever. But don't forget about the baby that was born in the hay. He was born in the hay. Oh man, it's such a brilliant film. But I think out of all the nativities, Do Where My Donkey's good because you've got Martin Clunes, the donkey headbutts him and he forgets his memory. But for me, Danger in the Manger is the best one. You can't beat that film. You really, really can't. It's such a brilliant, brilliant film. It really, really is. But don't forget about the baby who was born in the hay. He was born in the hay. But you've got Joanna Page, who was in, I believe, Gavin and Stacey. You know the one, there's a scene in that, and she goes, I don't want to go down here, you know. I can do a Welsh accent, but it's not very good, because it's quite difficult. I'd love to do American, but I can't do it. The only one I can do is Sweet Alabama, where he goes, Forrest Gump goes, like, Sweet Alabama. We're going to go down to Sweet Alabama, guys. But that sounds more like to Sweet Alabama. That sounded Australian, but it's just... I consider myself like Matt Lucas. I have that talent where I can do various accents. And sometimes subconsciously, I'm talking and I slip into an accent and I don't know I'm doing it. And my colleague one day said, do you watch video games? And I'm like, no. She goes, because 1 minute you're talking South African, then the next minute you're talking Irish. I do like Brenda. She's my friend. She's one of my friends who runs one of the shops in Whittam, and she goes, right, no. There's actually a town in Ireland called Bastardstown. Can you believe it? When I saw it, you've got to watch this woman on Facebook. She is hilarious. She's called Totally Ruthless, and oh man, she cracks me up. Whenever I'm in a bad mood, I watch her, and she really cheers me up. She is so funny. And there was a place called Bastardstown, and yeah, I thought it was made up, so I googled it, and it's actually called Bastardstown. Hello, sir. Where do you live? I live in number 1 Bastardstown. You know. I dread to think what people... Could you imagine saying that over the phone? I mean, like, I don't know how you would not say that without laughing. Unless it is, like, I just don't know how... Bastards. I'm sorry, but I'd have to get my PA to do that. It's like last night I rang the dentist, but they keep ringing me, and I said, could you book it in? I said, on the voicemail, book it in for now. Oh, no, we need to call you. Why do you need to call me? I've just said book it in over the telephone around January. You know, I don't understand why you have to book it in. Just ridiculous. You know, just book it in. Got to ring you up all the time. Why have you got to ring up? Gave you all the details over the phone, but no, you've got to ring me up. I was watching a video yesterday of my friend in Australia, and he was doing a burger video, and I thought, that is not a good video. He's really changed. Like, he's not the same anymore. He used to be like, this is nice, and now it's like, like that, and I'm like, I can't watch that. I'm sorry. You know, that's horrible. But it just seems strange how I done a burger video, and then like a few days later he done one. So yeah, he obviously loves me, my content and that. But it was good to see him do the burger challenge, which is quite good. That's the point. I need to do a burger challenge. I want to do like a burger challenge eating McDonald's, then Big Mac, not McDonald's, no, McDonald's, then Burger King, and compare them. I used to love the chicken royals. They are absolutely gorgeous. And I've just realised we're going over time. So please remember to like, share, subscribe, tap the bell. Ring my bell, ew, ew, ring my bell, oh yeah. But yeah, ring my bell, yeah, be notified of all the videos I do. I've got to go and film a different video now, but we will see you again soon at the same time tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.